So today I'm going to discuss about alcohols, phenols, and ethers. Alcohols, phenols, and ether. But the important thing in this is we have to know something called Markov-Nikov rule or anti-Markov-Nikov rule. Markov-Nikov rule. Anti-Markov-Nikov rule. Markov-Nikov, whatever it is. Spelling is not a problem here, guys. Okay. So both are for conversion of alkene to alkane or whatever it is. Okay. But the important thing that we have to understand in this is for Markov-Nikov rule, there are more number of hydrogen substitutions. More number of hydrogen substituents. For which one? Markov-Nikov rule. And for anti-Markov-Nikov rule, there are less number of hydrogen substituents. So this we have to know. So before starting the class, I just want to tell you, both are used to convert alkene to alkene. That is fine. Okay. But we should know what is Markov-Nikov rule, what is anti-Markov-Nikov. Fine. So please write down this thing. The only difference in this is what? More number of hydrogen atom, more number of hydrogen substituents are required for what? Markov-Nikov rule. Less number for anti-Markov-Nikov rule. So this is just for your understanding. I'm just telling you. Fine. So all the sessions will be recorded and I'll be sending you the same. So no need for you to worry. First thing is alcohol. So we will come to the preparation of alcohols. So I'll be telling you in detail. Okay. Preparation. Because in examination you may get preparation of alcohol. Write down one preparation of alcohol they can ask. A very easy example is from haloalkane, which you have learned. RX plus KOH, aqueous potassium hydroxide, will give me what? Alcohol, which means ROH. Correct? ROH plus KX. This is the first method of this. Fine. A very easy thing. So you can either take down the notes or screenshot it. Anyway, I'll be sending you the same. Next one is by the reduction of carbonyl compounds. By the reduction of carbonyl compounds. Okay. So by the reduction of carbonyl compounds, we are either using acid, aldehyde, or ketone, carbonyl groups. So first let's take the acid thing. 4RCOOH plus 3Li AlH4 is giving us what? A primary alcohol. A primary alcohol. 4RCH2OH. This is a primary alcohol we are getting. This is from acid. So guys, most of the things are not there in the book. Okay. So please note down this thing. This is my first one. Second one. from ether or ester. I'll do it. I'll take an ether this time. CH3 CH2 14 COO C2H5. Okay, so this also will give me what? Write on the same thing as it is. CH3 CH2 CH2 OH. This is again in presence of LiAlH4. Okay. Third one in presence of aldehyde. Aldehyde CHO or CH2 OH. So guys, you may be wondering what I am writing these things. Correct? What are these steps? But only one thing you have to make sure that I'm writing these steps so it will be useful for you guys, because in these things, preparation and all we have to by heart and keep. Correct? Write and practice it, or else I can actually take a screenshot and put it. Correct, from the material which I have prepared and which I'll be sending you soon. But I'm not doing it because I want to make sure that you have to write down these things by your own. Okay, to make sure that we get really good marks and we remember all the things. Preparation note we have to by heart and keep. This aldehyde will give us a primary alcohol. Clear? Up to this, everyone is clear? I think so. And all these three things are actually not there in the book, but mainly for the entrance examination. This thing. Okay. So that's the reason I just specifically took these three things. Later on the notes, I will cover the entire thing and I'll give to you. The most important thing which is going to come for your board exam as well as the entrance exam, Grignard reagent. Pakka, you should be very familiar with this. They may ask what is Grignard reagent. 1 mark question also they can ask. RMGX, 2 mark question, anything. Correct? So now let's see the action of it in what? Either alcohol, whether aldehydes, ketones, or esters. So currently I'm just taking an ketone. I will take RMGX plus 1 ketone. I will take 1 carbonyl group. RMGX. This in presence of dry ether. So if you don't know what is this thing, this is all R. Okay. Alkyl groups, these are all R. If I'm not putting anything, it is R actually. Okay. Or else if you want, you can take it as a hydrogen bond also. Whatever you feel like, you can take it out. Fine. Yeah. So if I want to make it as H, that also I can do it. You can just remove these things and you can put it as H. Fine. So if you know the stuff, we can actually play around with this thing. R and OMGX will come. The double bond will get broken down to single bond. And this, again, I'm treating with respect to water. This thing. Okay. So this equation, I'll just write down here. this full equation thing. So I'll get a carbon. Okay, then I will draw. So this MgOHX is not that important. What is important is this one, COH and R. So we are getting a tertiary alcohol. Tertiary alcohol. The main important thing is preparation of alcohol by using Grignard reagent. Very important. Very, very important for us. So this is with respect to what? Ketone. This is with respect to ketone. If you want, you can just put R here. Nothing wrong in this. This stands for R. Alkyl group. If you want, you can put the R. This is Grignard reagent on treatment with what? Ketone. If you want, you can do it with the aldehyde also. We can do it with the aldehyde too. This is a ketone. So guys, what is the difference if it is with the aldehyde? This is a ketone which I have drawn here. For example, if it is an aldehyde, only one simple step we have to do. Correct? What is that simple step? We have to, what is aldehyde? Ketone is, okay, CO is coming, fine. C double bond O is ketone. Okay, this is fine. CO is coming, ketone. Aldehyde is what? CHO. Correct? CO is there. So I'd replace one of the R with what? H. Correct? If it is for ketone, I have to replace one of the R with H. Then what will happen? Then here, instead of two R's, one will be replaced by what? H. So I'll get secondary alcohol. So on treatment with aldehyde, I'll get what? Secondary alcohol. Ketone, I'll get tertiary alcohol. On aldehyde, I'll get secondary alcohol. So is everyone clear up to this? Grignard reagent with respect to ketone and everything. And for the examination, okay, intermediate reaction, even if you don't write, no problem. In the answer key, okay, I'm not talking about your school examination, I'm talking about the board examination. In the answer key, they are not focused on the intermediate nor this MgOH. Aldehyde, Grignard reagent plus ketone will give. I'll write on next page. Very important. Or else RMGX, that will be fine. RMGX plus ketone will give me tertiary alcohol. Okay. Next thing, RMGX plus aldehyde will give me what? Secondary alcohol. This is how you have to learn it. Okay. We cannot sit and by heart the entire process. This will make our life difficult. So we have to choose in such a way that how to remember these things. Correct? So that is the important focus here. How to remember. Grignard reagent, again I'm repeating and telling you, without Grignard reagent, there is no entrance nor board exam paper set. Pakka question. Grignard reagent. One question I'm telling you now itself. It can either come in 1 mark or 2 mark in the board exam. Entrance examination, they can ask you. Grignard reagent along with this ketone will give what alcohol? Tertiary alcohol or secondary alcohol? Fine. Is it okay, guys? Up to this, any doubt? Or everyone is there? So guys, Next topic. These are all preparation of alcohols. Okay. Next one is by aliphatic. Don't get worried about the terms. Primary amines. You got one more chapter called amines. Okay, in the organic chemistry, the last part is amine chapter. Very easy chapter only. Okay, the same thing, whatever you are studying here, you have to study there also. So it will be double beneficial for you guys. So I'll just write you the syntax or structure for the same. And whatever doubts is there at the end of the session, please feel free to ask me. I'll be happy to help you out. RCH2, NH2. Amines is for NH2, okay? Amine, NH2. Plus HNO2 gives. What will happen is RCH2, this amine, this NH2 will get replaced by what? OH. Correct? And I'll get a nitrogen gas and water as a residue. Clear? So what happens in this process is NH2 get replaced by what? OH. That's the only thing. But again, we have to write and study these equations, guys. Because no matter who teaches you chemistry, okay, we have to put the effort from our end. This is the only subject which we are required to by heart and write and study more than max. Fine. And if you're preparing for entrance examination, trust me, this will be the most easiest for you to get full mark. Board exam also, if you start studying from now itself, okay, we will have the edge and we will get the job done. Fine. Yeah. Next thing is, this is by the first method. Second method, by hydration of alkenes. Okay. So I have to just write an alkene here. CH2 double bond CH, and I'll put an alkyl group R. Plus I'll treat with H2SO4. And everything is heated, okay, delta. Everything is heated with respect to water, whatever it is. Then I'll get what? This double bond will get broken down. First thing is, one more hydrogen will get added to this. So CH3, I'll get CH3. Okay. Then the CH, I'll write it as it is, CH3CH. Instead of R, I can write ROH. Okay, this R is my substituent group, CHR. This R I can write top also, I can write. So what happens in this is, I'll just write easy for you guys. CH3, CH I am writing, double bond will get broken down. R I am writing this, OH will get attached. Okay, this is again one more preparation of, by hydration of alkenes you'll get. Hydration in the sense treating with water. We are boiling it with respect to sulfuric acid and water. Fine. So later on you can copy down these things. Next thing. So guys, coming down to this, the residue part I'm not writing for this. Okay. The residue part I'm not writing. I just wrote these things, but normally I don't write the residue part because in the board exam also, only in the school they'll check these things. In the board exam part also, what happens is they'll only check the main compound here. They won't check the residue. So I don't want to make it more confused, and the what I'm going to write next to things are not there in your book also. Okay. Fine. Yeah. Next one is oxymercuration and demercuration. Oxymercuration, demercuration. The main thing in this is for us to gather knowledge. If we're able to take care of the knowledge, everything will come to us. That's it. So H3C. Conversion of alkene. Okay. Alkene. But it's not the Markovnikov rule we are applying. We are using the Markovnikov addition here. Once I write it down, this thing, I'll tell you. CH3, OH, CH3. Markovnikov addition. So from the alkene, we are getting a primary alcohol. Okay, from the alkene. Fine. Same thing. If I want to take anti-Markovnikov, I'll just do the same thing. This is the Markov addition. Same question. If I want to do the anti-Markovnikov rule. Same thing, okay, guys. Same thing if I want to get the product will change. This is same. But only thing is anti-Markovnikov addition. Hydrogen peroxide, H2O2. If you see H2O2 or hydrogen peroxide, then what is it? I'm not writing peroxide, I'm not writing hydrogen peroxide, I'm just writing peroxide because if it is anti-Markovnikov rule, it will be what? Hydrogen peroxide will come. But again, there will be less number of hydrogen substituents here. That's the only thing. So here CH3 will come and here it will be OH. That's the only thing here. The same compound. So I hope everyone knows how to name these things. So can you tell me what is the naming of these things? This and this. IUPAC naming of both the things. The first one and the second one. This one as well as this one. The naming place of these two things. Then some important properties, physical properties will do it. Physical properties of alcohol. So the most important thing only I'm writing, which is will be coming for the exam. Very important one. Boiling point of primary alcohol greater than secondary alcohol greater than tertiary alcohol. Why? Because mostly it has got higher boiling point of alcohols. Why? Because of intermolecular, intramolecular, because of intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So if you take haloalkene or haloarine, okay, there it will be intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Ortho will be greater than para. That is for the benzene and all other stuff. Clear? Fine. Yeah. This is the most important thing for you in this intermolecular hydrogen bond. This is more than enough. Okay, guys. Yeah. The next one, chemical properties of alcohol. This they can ask. Okay. First thing is what I wrote in the first, ROH plus HX will give you what? RX plus H2O. H2 I'm not writing, I told you that is not required. Fine. Then again, alcohol, ROH plus NaBr H2SO4. This dot is there in this. So will give me what? RBr. Next thing, ROH plus HCl plus zinc. This will give me RCl. I'm just writing the main product, that's it. Okay, fine. Then reaction with HNO3. ROH plus HNO3 will give me what? RNO3 it will give, that's all. RNO3 plus H2, which I am not writing. This is not required for me. So these are some of the important chemical properties with the same. Fine. So please write down these things. This please write it down now itself. And once done, let me know. So the question is very simple. Is alcohol weaker acid than water? If yes, why? If yes, why? So guys, I'll just take an alcohol thing, okay? I'll just take a simple alcohol. CH3, CH2OH. CH3, CH2OH. Correct? In equilibrium. What will happen? CH3, CH2. What will happen? O minus plus H plus will get. This is in equilibrium. But water, what will happen? Water, if I'm writing HOH, correct? In equilibrium is what? H plus plus OH minus ions. Correct? So this OH minus ion is more stable than alkoxide ion. So you might be wondering, what is this alkoxide ion? This is my alkoxide ion. Alkoxide. Alkoxide ion. This is my OH hydroxyl ion. Correct? OH minus ion is more stable compared to alkoxy ions. Hence, what is it? Alcohol is a weaker acid than water. Please write down this thing. At least take screenshot and keep. If you're done, let me know. So guys, this is as simple as anything can get to. So no need to worry. Even if you're not able to write down any equation, these are all very simple steps. Okay. And for the guys who are preparing for entrance or even the application level of board exam, okay, all the questions are easy and requires basic level only. Only thing we have to identify the question and we have to get the thing.